Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. How are we all today? Wherever you are in the world, when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. I want to look at Aquarius for, would be February 2022. The last readings that I've done looked at your 12 months, but now I want to look at February in a bit more detail than my 12 monthly readings. So this is for your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign. If any of those are in Aquarius, you might want to tune into this reading because we're moving from the Capricorn into the Aquarian season, and it's one that I always enjoy. I have some very good Aquarian relatives and friends. All right. I'm pulling from the Creativity Oracle, and then I'll be using the Light Seers Tarot. Let's see what's coming up in February, please, for Aquarius. February, Aquarius. Okay, so I'm straight away seeing the Two of Swords. What is jumping out? Evolve. Creative ideas evolve out of the invisible and profound nothingness of proverbial consciousness. What does that mean? It means there's something in the recesses, I guess, of your subconscious, which given I got the Two of Swords, it's like a decision that you know that you need to make, but it is kind of in the recesses, not at the forefront of the mind. And so it could be that the landscape, I'm just being drawn to the darkness of this landscape, that the way you envisage your future is not quite clear yet. This could be a decision that has something to do with your future. So I guess the antidote to something not being visible enough for you to make that decision on is start to use your imagination to imagine what you want to achieve in the future. And I think these are pretty deep life questions. Where will I be in 5 years? Should I be living in this location? Should I be changing jobs? Should I go back to study? It's those kind of new chapter questions that I feel that you are pondering at the moment. And sooner or later, you can't put it off. You will need to take step forward. So I think the more imagining what you want, the more of that you can do, bringing that picture into the conscious mind. I think this will, Aquarians are so, I was going to say growing up, they are, if you put 4 people at a party and, the Leo is, drinking a little bit too much and is getting a bit loud, and the Aries is, trying to steer the conversation where they want it to go, and perhaps getting a bit fiery. And then you've got the Aquarian there, which is the voice of reason. I think you know what you have to do and where you need to go. So play. Our work can and should take on the quality of play, for it is play that stimulates the creativity. And for some Aquarians that I'm tapping into, it is around, you're just over it. You're over that job. You're over that restriction. Aquarius is the sign that is very innovative. They will, chart new territory because they know where they need to go. It's the power of that air energy. And so I feel that some of you are, I'm just going to say bored with what you're doing. And one of the, again, I keep going back to antidotes. One of the antidotes for this, for the Aquarians that I'm talking to that are fed up and bored with what they're doing, is simply do something new. Simply step outside your comfort zone and do something new. Now, I'm intrigued by this card. Passion. Okay, it will take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. Okay, if you're doubting yourself, look, it's time for boldness. It's time to literally let your hair down. And of course, she's dropping that water. Aquarius is known as the water bearer, even though they are in air energy. It is around the transmission of the emotions and emotional healing and emotional wisdom that Aquarians carry through the air. And so she's dropping that onto the ground. You know, you've got a role to play, Aquarius, in your environment. Don't stand back from it. Don't step away from involvement. Get involved. Find what you're passionate about. Oh, I keep wanting to draw more cards, but I won't. What's on the bottom here? Visualize. Okay, when we develop our abilities to visualize, which is what I was just saying, we can manifest maximum influence on our experience of reality. It is time. It is time for you really to start to imagine and visualize where you want to be in the future. Okay, now I'm going to draw 3 cards for the past, 3 cards for the present, 3 cards for the future. Normally I do a Celtic cross, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. Past, present and future, please. 3 lines of each. So the Lovers has just jumped out, and so for some, their focus is on those very, very close relationships, perhaps making choices about in their love life or about their relationships. So, Aquarius, please. What is coming up for Aquarius in February 2022? Aquarius, February 2022. Strength, Leo energy, using your strength. What is coming up? Please, past, present and future for Aquarius in 2022. Let me just push this back a bit and we'll get started once I've got all the cards laid out. The Lovers card is back again. Some are disappointed with close personal relationships. At the base of the pack, we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is moving forward financially. Some of you may be holding back because of financial concerns. All right, let's pull the laptop down and get started. So we have here in the first row, we have the Page of Wands in the past. Really insight coming to you about, you know, again, what you're passionate about. I do get a really strong energy that Aquarius needs to shake things up. The Ten of Wands it's about passion. It's about being, you know, feeling like you've hit a bit of a stagnation. You want to begin a new cycle, and here's the Magician here to manifest. So very much what came through in that first oracle draw was very relevant, I feel, to a number of Aquarians who may be watching this. In the middle of your reading, you have the Seven of Cups, which is about making a choice, undecided. And again, if you go back to the council, the intuitive guidance, and you must use your own intuition in all my readings, is to start to visualize where you want to be. And that's how you track toward the magician energy, the manifestation of your future. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, change. This is in the past, in relation to the past. So there was information coming. You could have experienced great change in whatever your situation is, in work, in relationships in the past. Whatever the situation is, something changed for you, and you realized, I feel you had a realization at some point that here we have the Two of Wands, that a decision needed to be made, that the future wasn't going to go in the same trajectory as what you thought it would, and you knew that change was coming up, but you didn't quite know where your passion lay. And so the Two of Wands talks about something that evolves and comes to fruition in time. So in the past there was a change. And one of the things it did was make you focus on what you were passionate or not passionate about and what needed to change. In the present here, we see the Ten of Wands marking the end of a cycle and you literally struggling. Wands are about fire energy. They're about motivation. It's like, where to next? Again, I just get this draw to these decisions that Aquarians might be making. And we have here in the present the Seven of Cups, which is all about a number of choices before you, but it's which choice do you make? Now, this person here, it's like playing a game of snakes and ladders. This you could be doing in your mind. If I do this, if I go this way, what will occur? And so you're giving it a great deal of consideration, but you're not quite sure of which direction to head in. For some of you, the Lovers card, which has come out twice, so I have to take that as a signal that for some Aquarians this reading will talk about a love relationship, perhaps finishing with that Ten of Wands, finishing a relationship, finishing a certain connection, and not knowing if you should, being undecided about what you need to do. In some cases, it won't be finishing it, it will be changing it up, because there is this lack of motivation, passion, that I feel is dominating your reading in February, and it causes you to think and to ponder, where do I want to go? Whether it's a relationship or a job, where do I want to go with that in the future? Now, I do believe, in Aquarians do, you are good at problem solving. You will become enlightened, and I do believe this happened. The seeds of this enlightenment happened in the past about what you need to do to create the future that you want. And I do believe that you will start to manifest. You will be manifesting your goals. Be very certain of what your goals are. And start to put things into place now. Now we have the Page of Swords. So again, these literally light bulb moments, truths coming through, learning, higher learning, reading from the Book of Wisdom. I did get a big draw when I opened up for this reading session that I'm conducting today around wisdom. And so in a way, what you're manifesting is wise choices. And we have the Four of Cups. So not everything will be possible. Make do, don't become disappointed. Make do with what you achieve, which is really powerful, because what you achieve is the Ace of Cups. Don't worry about what has gone on in the past. Now let's just draw some clarifying cards to see what the other story is, or what the backstory, a little bit more detail on the backstory here. And I'm going to be drawing from my Kipper deck for Aquarius in February 2022 and some clarifications. So I've got the false person coming out, and I do believe that is here with the Lovers card. Actually, I won't do that because not everyone is dealing with a false person. We'll see what comes out, which gives us a bit more clarity on that card. So I'm looking for clarity on the 9 cards I have in front of me, past, present and future, please, for Aquarius in February 2022. So we have here high honor. So you could have received a promotion. In a way, it was news of some achievement or step forward, but it wasn't really what you wanted. 10 of Wands in the present. Look out for messages that may come through to you that help you make a decision on something. Here we have the false person. So what, over the Magician card, what you're doing is you're, for some of you, the manifestation is to, again, I feel or I sense a level of disappointment in people around you, whether that be at work or could be relatives, it could be, there's this idea here that people are wearing a mask, and this could be something that you're pondering, that you're thinking about with this Page of Swords here, is around, we can all get disenchanted. This is the time for disenchantment as we see a lot of challenge in the world around us. And I feel that, Aquarians can do a bit too much overthinking sometimes, and not everybody's going to be a false person. So again, that will blunt your passion and motivation. So there's just a caution there not to paint everybody with the same brush. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, we've got despair. Even though you achieved high honours, it wasn't what you wanted. You achieved a step forward, you achieved a step up, you achieved a goal, but it wasn't what you wanted. The family room. Okay, so you could, for some, the decision you're making is about changing house and changing locations. Where do I want to be in the future? Unexpected income with the Page of Swords. Now, we're all, some of you may have had that, which accompanied this high honour or this step up, this promotion, shall we just say, a win of some sort. But it isn't, even though, money's not everything, is it? And I feel that there is some kind of thinking and pondering, as I said, like the Hermit card energy, some sort of reflection around, have I got what I want? What is it that I do want? Now we have the Two of Wands. We've got the main female. I'll draw another one there, and concern. So some of you are concerned, some Aquarians are concerned about, it could be a partner or a relative, and their future. So this could be not even your own concern for your future, but concern about others. But the Two of Wands suggests that all will be well in time, something that comes to fruition. You need to be patient, step away from the concerns and be patient, because something to do with a female in your life does come to fruition in time. Now, toil and labour over the Lovers card. It is time to shake up that relationship for those Aquarians that I'm talking about. It's too hard work. It's like too much hard work. And we've got the Four of Cups and adjudication. You win some and you lose some. Be mindful of what you win, because you have an Ace of Cups here. So I just feel in February there's a lot going on for Aquarians over a number of areas of their life. And we've got journeys. Some of you literally might be taking a journey, and community and change. For those Aquarians that are thinking about moving house, changing up a relationship, it looks like that is the underlying energy of the Magician card and your manifestation for the future. So again, visualizing your future is going to be really important. You can start that, Aquarius, in February. Okay, that's the reading for today. Thank you for tuning in, and bye for now.